Good afternoon, Mr. Lopez. Good afternoon. How old are you? 26. Where'd you grow up? In the Bronx. What neighborhood? Soundview neighborhood. Where in the Bronx is Soundview? Randall and Rosedale. Does Soundview border another neighborhood? A bunch of different neighborhoods. What neighborhoods surround Soundview? Castle Hill, Soundview, Bronxdale. Mr. Lopez, where do you currently live? In jail. Why are you in jail? For a murder. Who did you murder? Vincent Davis. When were you arrested for that murder? February 2016. And when did you commit that murder approximately? July 2012. At the time of the murder, were you a member of a gang? Yes. What gang? Sex Money Murder. When did you join Sex Money Murder? 2011. Did somebody bring you into the gang? Yes. Who was that? Corey Brown. Does Corey Brown have a nickname? Yes. What's his nickname? CB. What was Corey Brown's status in Sex Money Murder when he brought you into the gang? He was a big homie. What does that mean? To be a boss or a leader? How did you know he was the big homie? He told me. Mr. Lopez, before the murder, did you have a conversation with Mr. Brown about Vincent Davis? Yes. When was that conversation? Around 2011. We will talk about this conversation in some more detail later. But just briefly, what did you discuss with Mr. Brown? That he wanted to kill Vincent Davis? Did he say why he wanted to kill Vincent Davis? Yes. What did he say? Because he cut him? Now, as a Sex Money Murder member, what did it mean to you that the big homie Corey Brown had said that he wanted to kill Vincent Davis? That he wanted him dead. What did that mean to you as a member of the gang? For me to help kill him? After that conversation with Mr. Brown, did there come a time you saw Vincent Davis again? Yes. When was that? July of 2012. And very generally, what happened that night? I murdered Vincent Davis. Where did you first see Vincent Davis that night? At City Island. What did you do after you saw him at City Island? I called CB. What did you discuss with CB when you called him? That I seen Vincent Davis, and if he wanted me to take care of that for him. How did he respond when you said that? He told me that, yes, go ahead. What did you understand that to mean? To murder Vincent Davis. Would you have murdered Vincent Davis if Brown had not given you the go-ahead? No. Why not? I had no problem with Vincent Davis. Aside from Brown, did you talk to anybody else about shooting Vincent Davis before you did it? Yes. Who? Jasnell Rodriguez. Is Jasnell Rodriguez in a gang? Yes. What gang? Sex Money Murder. What was your relationship with Jasnell Rodriguez at the time of the murder? He was my friend. Were you engaged in any criminal activity together? Yes. What was that? Selling crack. What did you tell Jasnell Rodriguez before you committed the murder? That I was about to kill Vincent Davis. How did he respond? He told me, all right. How did you know where Vincent Davis was when you killed him? Jasnell told me where he was at. And what did you do after the murder? Went to Jasnell's house. How did you kill Vincent Davis? I shot him. What did you do with the gun afterwards? I gave it to Jasnell. Mr. Lopez, do you see anyone involved in that murder in the courtroom today? Yes. Who do you see? I see Corey Brown. All right, let me stop you right there. Could you please describe where Mr. Brown is sitting and an article of clothing he's wearing? He's sitting over there behind that desk with a suit on with glasses. Your Honor, may the record reflect Mr. Lopez has identified Mr. Brown? I think you need to inquire further. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lopez, could you describe what color clothing Mr. Brown is wearing? I can't see. Can I get up? Yes, you may stand. I see Jasnell too. Corey got a navy blue suit with a light blue shirt inside, and Jasnell has a blue shirt, and he is sitting over there. As to Mr. Brown, may the record reflect that Mr. Lopez has identified him? Yes. Just to make the record clear, what exactly is Mr. Rodriguez wearing? He is wearing a blue shirt. And where is he sitting? On my left over there, behind that desk. Your Honor, may the record reflect that Mr. Lopez has identified Mr. Rodriguez? Yes. Mr. Lopez, I would now like to show you what has been marked for identification as Government Exhibit 601. Mr. Lopez, do you see a photo on your screen? Yes. Do you recognize the person in that photograph? Yes. Who is that? Corey Brown. Is that a fair and accurate depiction of Mr. Brown? Yes. Your Honor, at the time we would offer Government Exhibit 601 and also Government Exhibit 601A and B, which are nameplates that say Corey Brown and CB. Received. And Mr. Lopez, I would like to now show you what has been marked for identification as Government Exhibit 602. Do you recognize the person in that photograph? Yes. Who is that? Jasnell Rodriguez. Is that a fair and accurate depiction of Jasnell Rodriguez? Yes. And does Jasnell Rodriguez have a nickname? Yes. What is his nickname? Dio. Your Honor, the government offers Government Exhibit 602 and 602A and B, which are nameplates. No objection. Received. Your Honor, may we have permission to publish these photographs on a board? Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Lopez, is that your first prison sentence? No. When was the first time you served time in prison? 2009. How old were you at the time? 18. What were you serving time for? Robbery. And when did you commit that robbery? 2007. How old were you at the time you committed it? 16. When you were incarcerated, did you join a gang? Yes. What gang? Mac Baller Brim. What is Mac Baller Brim? It's a blood set. What is the Bloods? A big gang with a bunch of different sets under it. What is a set? A crew. Why did you join the Mac Baller Brims? I was young and I thought it was cool at the time. When were you released from jail? 2010. What did you do when you were released? I went to school. What school? TCI. What did you study? Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Where did you live? I lived on Watson Avenue. Who did you live with? My mother. Were you involved in the Mac Baller gang when you got home? Yes. Were you an active participant? No. Did you go back to committing robberies when you came home? No. Why not? I was trying to get my life together. After you came home from jail, did there come a time when you met Corey Brown? Yes. Where did you meet him? In Soundview. Where in Soundview? Playing basketball. Who was playing basketball? Me, him, and a few other people from Soundview. Did you meet him during a game? Yes. How did you meet him during the game? We was playing against each other. Did you talk to him? Yes. What did you discuss? My name, where I was from, and that I was in Mac Baller Brim. What name did you give him? C Stacks. Why did you give him the name C Stacks? That was my nickname. How did you get that nickname? When I was young, I used to save all my money. What else did you discuss with Brown? He told me that his name was CB and that he was Sex, Money, and Murder. Were you familiar with that gang? Yes. Where is Sex, Money, Murder based? In Soundview neighborhood. You testified that you grew up in Soundview. Were you familiar with the gang growing up? Yes. And when you were young growing up, what was your impression of Sex, Money, and Murder members? Objection. Sustained. After that basketball game, when was the next time you recall seeing Brown? In City Island. Did you have a conversation with Brown at City Island? Yes. What did you discuss? He made me an offer to join the gang. What did he say to you? That I should be from a gang from my neighborhood. And what, if anything, did you say in response? I told him I'd think about it. What, if anything, did he say about how you would be brought into Sex, Money, and Murder? He told me that he would bring me in the gang and I would come in under him. What did you understand that to mean? That he would bring me into the gang? Mr. Lopez, did there come a time when you were arrested again? Yes. What were you arrested for? Armed robbery. Did you commit the robbery? No. Do you have an understanding of why you were arrested for a robbery you didn't commit? They put me in a lineup, and the person who robbed the dude looked like me, and they pointed me out. Were you detained after that arrest? Yes. What jail were you sent to? Rikers Island. How long were you there? From April 2011 until November 2011. Did you participate in a gang on Rikers? Yes. What gang? Sex, Money, Murder.